Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode. Today, I want to go ahead and talk once again about courage, because this is what this whole movement is about. It's about having the courage to say what you mean what you say, and do it regardless of what happens, regardless of what other people think of you, regardless of consequences. And as far as myself and Revive, I don't have a huge status. I don't have a lot of money. I mean, look at me. I'm filming outside at the beach, where people drive by, people walk by, and they look at me funny because I'm out here talking to a phone. Because I don't have a studio. I can't afford to pay for a studio right now. I don't have my own house. I don't have any fancy things or whatever. So that's why you'll either see me film these videos out in public, or you'll see me film them in my car. And if you see me film in my car, more often than not, it's because the usual spot where I go to film content isn't available right now. It's under construction. There's stuff going on. So, but I'm here, and I'm ready and willing to use my voice. Again, regardless of what happens, and regardless of what this might cost me. And let me tell you guys, this movement, although it's very fulfilling to me, it brings me a lot of joy. It has been a sacrifice for sure, and that's part of it, right? It's what I signed up for. Anytime you make the conscious decision to go against the grain and to start something on your own, not depending on a 9-to-5 job, not depending on really any real job, period. But just being brave enough to just go completely out on your own, and try and see what happens. And I'm not going to stop until I reach my goals. I'm not going to stop until I'm finished with what I want to accomplish here. But that's what this whole platform has been about over the last 7, almost 8 years now, is having courage. And what's scarier than filming yourself and speaking into a camera, especially out in public, and then posting it on social media, posting it on YouTube, posting it on Instagram, sometimes posting it on other social media platforms. I remember the first time that I filmed my first video 7 years ago. At this point, I was fucking terrified. You guys have no idea. I was, oh man, you could tell just by watching that first video. My hands shook a little bit more than usual. They're a little bit calmer now, but back then it was. I tried to hide my hands as much as I could, because I didn't want people to see me just completely almost fall apart. That's how terrifying it was for me. But I went and took that first step, and really at the end of the day, that's all that matters to me. And that's all that should matter to you. It should matter to you how you look on paper. It shouldn't matter to you if you work a normal job. It shouldn't matter to you if you have a college degree or if you don't have a college degree. Or maybe you have a college degree, but other people, people that have higher standards expect you to go and get your graduate degree, whether it be a seminary degree, law degree, medical degree. The list goes on and on. Everybody's different. Everybody has some people just, you know, they don't care, just as long as you're educated, and just as long as you're hardworking. It's all that really matters. But for some people, it's like you can please some of the people some of the time, right? But you can't please all the people all the time. But regardless, you have to speak up. You have to use your voice. You know, over the last year, my content has gotten a little bit more mellow. I'm a lot less angry than I used to be. I'm a lot less explosive, and sometimes that's necessary. Sometimes it's okay to be angry. It's okay to explode on somebody when they truly deserve it. But I don't think it should be a normal part of life. And you know, not only does it repel and dissuade people that are watching. You know, they go and watch my videos, and all I'm doing is yelling and screaming. Like, what is that really going to do for them? You know, they turn my video on and they go, okay, yeah, enough of this guy. I'm ready to move on. But once, you know, if they don't like my videos, they can do just that. They can turn it off, and then they can move on to something else. But I'm the only one that has to live with that. If I get angry and I'm just coming unglued all the time, what does that do for my soul? What does that do for my spirit? What does that do for my mental health? So that's why I don't get as weird. I don't get as upset or angry as I used to be on my videos. To the extent that I was a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. So my messages are a little bit more centered. They're a little bit more. My decorum has gotten a little bit better for sure. But that doesn't mean that I've changed. It doesn't mean that I don't mean what I say, and it doesn't mean that I don't mean the things that I said a year ago, because whatever I said a year ago, I still hold true, and I think that everybody should apply it to their life. And if you're upset about what's going on, if you're upset about what these politicians are doing, either on the Republican side or the Democratic side, if you're outraged by how they're spending our tax dollars, if you're frustrated with how they're how they're controlling commerce, by how the roads are coming along, by how they're running the schools and the police departments and the fire departments. If you are just appalled by what's going on in these public schools, what some of these teachers are teaching these kids, the fact that we have a bunch of groomers running our public school systems, if you're just absolutely disgusted by what's going on, wouldn't it behoove you to speak your truth? Wouldn't it behoove you to get loud? And it doesn't matter. Again, I'm a complete nobody. I don't have a lot of money. I'm not super popular. I don't have a lot of friends, to be honest. I don't own anything. So I have nothing to lose. I have to do this, and I give zero fucks about it. And I don't think that you should either. If you're a person with high standards, if you're somebody that, you know, maybe you're a doctor, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a pastor or whomever that people look up to, that people look up to for advice. People look at you and they acknowledge the credibility that you have. I don't understand why you're not doing the same thing, if not more. So anyway, guys, just wanted to make a quick episode about that. I hope you liked it. I hope it brought value. I hope it inspired you. I hope that it lit a fire under your ass to go out and do the same thing too. And that's about all I have for today. So anyway, guys, I gotta get going. But you guys know where my social media platforms are. You know where to find me on YouTube. You know where to find me on Instagram. My Instagram is itsmanny_eyes. My YouTube is Collectively Fearless, where you can get daily content there. Subscribe, hit the notification bar, follow me on Instagram. I rest my case. Now, I gotta get out of here, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and as always, I will see you again next